how good are the Niners going to be? Think of it this way. It's looking like Aaron Rodgers is not playing around in Green Bay. He's telling not just the team, but like the teammates, guys, I'm out. Thank you very much. And he has the clout to push his way out if he leaves and goes to, say, Denver, out of the AFC. Are the Niners the biggest threat to the Bucs in the NFC?
I'm going to go with it's going to be somebody out of the NFC West, and my guess is either going to be the Niners or the Rams, because I think the Rams are going to be really good as well. But yeah, I think the biggest challenge, like Bucs, I think are going to be the clear favorites just because they're bringing everybody back. They're already the Super Bowl champs. But the toughest thing to do is go back to back in Super Bowls, right? So there may be Super Bowl hangovers, things like that, but I think the Niners and the Rams are going to be the two biggest challenges for the Bucs, and the two that are like really competing to get into the Super Bowl out of the NFC, especially if Rodgers isn't there.
Yeah, if the 49ers can win the NFC West, I think they definitely are, because I think you look at the 49ers have always done a good job against Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay when they've had their team available to them, unlike this year when everybody was out with COVID. But I don't think you're going to see the Packers be very good. I think you're going to see that the Saints take a step back. Mm-hmm. I really don't see anybody else in the NFC. I think it's going to be whoever wins the NFC West is going to be their biggest challenger. And the reason I say they've got to win the NFC West is because they get the first home game in the playoffs.
Agree. So let's go through the NFC West real quick. Arizona, very young, promising quarterback. Although Kyler Murray, I don't know. The more I watched the film of him, the more I felt like he's just an amazing athlete who has no idea what he's looking at and holds the ball a long time and finds big plays, which is great. But I don't know. I mean, I guess Russell Wilson does a lot of that too. But I don't like his coach. I don't really believe in that team. I mean, 9 wins.
They have weapons.
Yeah, they do. They do.
They have weapons. So.
Am I selling them short? I
don't know. I mean, like, they have a lot on offense. Obviously, I think they have one of the best receivers in the league right now. And when you have that, and then they picked up, AJ Green, is that it? Yeah, from the Bengals, who, if he has anything left in him, that could be a dangerous offense. But yeah, I would rank them like lower. I think
lower than the Niners. And then you got Seattle, where I feel like they have major problems. I mean, Russell Wilson's not as quick as he used to be, and their offensive line still stinks, and they seem like a team that's kind of slowly getting worse. And then you got the Rams, who a lot of people seem to like. Are you sold on the Rams? I mean, Matthew Stafford is the most overrated quarterback of the last 10 years. And I don't know. I mean, the Niners handled them, been handling them. Are they really better than the Niners, the Rams? I don't know.
I mean, I think Cam Akers is coming on. Sorry, go ahead, Jet.
Well, I was going to say, I think let's look at them. I think Seattle's one of those teams where I think the Niners can probably split with them, mm-hmm. or maybe even win both those. But the problem with Seattle is they just seem to win. They always put themselves in position, right?
They just find a way to get 10 somehow. Yeah, 10 wins.
Yeah, and I think with Los Angeles, I think you're going to see how many times was Jared Goff just bad, and there's guys running wide open, and they just there's just the ball doesn't get there because the quarterback's not good. So I think it's going to be tough. I think the Rams are going to be better than they've been. I think Seattle just kind of is always there in the mix, and they've done some really good things. Seattle defense, I think, with Witherspoon, and I know Niner fans might not like that, but I think he's moving to a team where they're going to get the most out of his ability. I think we're looking at those as the two teams they're going to have to go through, and I think it's going to be very similar to 2019. It's going to come down to the end of the season with those two.
And who's to say the Bucs won't fall off? It's kind of an old team on offense. They have a lot of young talent on defense, but what if Rob Gronkowski's done? What if Brady finally falls off at 40? He's going to fall off eventually, right? Eventually he will. I don't know. Yeah. I'm guessing eventually he will. This could be the year.
Avocado ice cream.
Makes you happy forever. He did have a cannon last year. It's not like Peyton Manning at the end. He was really throwing it well last year.
Right.
Yeah. They just got hot though too, right? They got hot.
Yeah, they did.
And at the end of the season, and I understand the Aaron Rodgers thing, but Aaron Rodgers he's not clutch. He's not your clutch guy, right? I mean, and you start knocking him around a little bit, and he becomes a different quarterback. And I think we saw that in the championship game to an extent.
I have a hot take. Brett Favre was more clutch than Aaron Rodgers.
I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan, so
I like Aaron Rodgers, but there was something to be said about Brett Favre back in his day.
That's more likely to.
Rodgers was more efficient, probably better, but I like Brett Favre.
I don't know. It's weird because Favre was one of those guys. He was really good in the beginning, and then they just never really ever got back there. He had those 2 years, and then after that, he was just a really good quarterback, but they just could not get over they could never get back to the bowl.
My memory of Favre is young Favre when I was still a Niner fan and a huge Steve Young fan. And my memory is Favre just beating Young every time, except for that one time at the end when Owens made the catch. And I just could never believe it. Like, who the hell does this guy think he is? I'm 8. You ruined my day. Screw you. But, so I might remember him as being clutch as hell. Like, he was always coming through to ruin my day when I was 8, Brett Favre.
I think
that. Well, yeah, because that's when.
Sorry,
that's when he was clutch, though. That's when he was clutch, though.
Young Favre. Yeah.
Yes.
Holmgren Favre, not whoever the hell was his coach after that. What were you saying, Suneil?
I was saying I think the NFC is going to have some dark horse teams that'll be excited to see. I'm excited to see what Carolina does with, all the new weapons that they got there and see, how
dark horse NFC teams. I like this. So Carolina, who else? Suneil?
I think the Redskins could be a dark horse team. I think
the football team. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, the Washington football team. I apologize. But I think Ron Rivera is an amazing coach. They got some weapons over there. If it's Ryan Fitzmagic, you're gonna have a gunslinger over there. So that's a team.
I got one more. Super sleeper. I don't know if they have a defense. Atlanta, Kyle Pitts, Julio Jones, Matt Ryan. I don't know. I like it.
Atlanta was a team that should have won a lot of games last year.
Atlanta.
And I think
Atlanta was a team that blew it.
Yeah.
The Giants did a lot on offense. They have, some weapons over there. I think they're well coached.
Daniel Jones.
But I don't know about their quarterback yet. No. And then Dallas, obviously, with Dak coming back, you never know. So
good call. That's a good one. All right, guys. Well, that was a pretty good show. Thanks a lot. I really had a good time. I'll be back around 7 o'clock with Jesse Naylor. We would have had a longer show, but Jose wasn't here. Usually Jose has really long answers. And I like that about him because he just gets warmed up. But he's gone, so that's like 15 minutes that we would have had. Jose, you let us down today, man, but we're going to let it slide. See you next time. Thanks, Suneil. Thanks, Jack. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
See you later.